If you're a Binance user, you actually need to stop whatever you are doing right now and watch this video to the end because something big just happened and it directly affects your crypto. Now for Binance, which is the world's largest crypto exchange by trading volume, they've just announced that they are suspending services for EU users starting from July 1st, 2026. That's right. So that means that if you're in France, you're in Italy, you're in Spain, Poland, or any country across the European Union, your access to Binance is about to change dramatically. And if you are not in this location and you think you are also safe, or maybe you think your crypto is also safe, you need to actually watch this video to the end because there's a part of this that might also affect your crypto, whether you're in the European Union or not. So that is why I want you guys to actually watch this video to the end because there's a lot of important information you will listen to by the time you watch this video to the end. Now let's go straight to the point. And by the way, before I go on, I'm sure some of you might be panicking whether your funds are safe or not on Binance. Now Binance has assured every user that their funds are safe, but you need to actually take action. And in this video, I'll be breaking down exactly what happened to Binance, why it happened, and what that means for you as a Binance user. And then I'll give you the options that you have right now. Now, let's talk about what actually happened. So here's the story. Now, you see, the European Union has been rolling out a new regulation called MiCA, which stands for Market in Crypto Assets. Now, think of MiCA as the EU's attempt to finally bring our crypto under one unified regulatory roof, like they are giving it regulations. But before MiCA came in, crypto companies could actually operate across Europe under different national rules. But this MiCA regulation they are bringing in will change everything. Now, you see, what it means is that under this MiCA regulation, any crypto company that wants to serve users across the EU region needs to get a single license, one license, and that license is called the CASP license. CASP means Crypto Asset Service Provider. That's the only license they need, and they need to get it from at least one EU member state. And that means once they have this license, they can use it across all 27 EU countries. But without this license, they are legally barred from operating in any EU country. I hope you get it. Now follow me. Now you see, MiCA entered into force back in 2024, but there was a transition period given to companies to get compliant. And that transition period ended on June 30th, 2026. So they gave them a period of about 2 years. And the deadline for that is actually July 1st, 2026. Now you might be asking that, is it that Binance didn't know about this deadline? Now Binance knew exactly about this deadline. They knew it was coming and they applied for their MiCA license in Greece back in January 2026. And they set up a local holding company called Binance Greece. And they said that they have been working with the regulators for about 18 months and they believe that they were fully compliant and there was no issue in getting this license. But here's what actually went wrong for Binance. Now you see, in the middle of June 2026, sources familiar with the matter said that the Greek regulator was likely to reject the application for Binance. And the reason was that they had concerns about Binance compliance history and whether Binance executives could actually pass MiCA's fit and proper test for their owners and also for their managers. Now, if you guys remember, the founder of Binance, that's CZ, he pleaded guilty in the United States in 2023 to anti-money laundering violations as part of a landmark settlement with the US authorities. Now, that history appears to have weighed heavily on regulators. So they are kind of considering that because of that history, should they give Binance this license? Now, when Binance heard all of this and got to know that the application might be rejected, Binance actually withdrew its Greek application on June 24th, 2026. That's just 1 week before the deadline. And that means that without a license from any EU member state, don't forget, like I said earlier, they have no legal rights to serve EU users. So that means that they are suspending their services for EU users. So in summary, that's exactly what has happened to Binance. Now, remember that I said earlier that Binance withdrew the application on the 24th of June. Now, starting from around 25th and 26th of June, Binance began sending emails to users across affected EU markets. Now, the first emails went out to users in France, then similar emails also went out to users in Italy, Spain, Poland, and countries where Binance had been operating under local national regulations that MiCA now replaces. Now, the key message in those emails was this: Binance is no longer in a position to accept new clients, and from July 1st, 2026, we will no longer provide crypto asset services in EU regions. Now, here's the important part. You see, Binance has been very clear about one thing, that your assets are safe. And the exact phrase that they used was that your asset remains safe and secure and will remain accessible at all times. So with this assurance from Binance, what specifically is being suspended from July 1st? Now, according to reports, here are the things that will be suspended for Binance users from July 1st, 2026. Now, firstly, for spot traders, you won't be able to place any new buy or sell orders. And secondly, you cannot add more funds into your Binance account, which means that you cannot deposit any money into your Binance account. And number three is that there will be no more new signups on Binance. So Binance has already altered any new registration from EU users. And number four is that you won't be able to access Binance and Binance staking, launchpool product, and all of those things. All of those services will now be restricted for EU users on the Binance app. But aside from all of these things that will be restricted, what are the things that you can still do on the Binance app for EU users? Now, you can go ahead and withdraw your assets on the Binance app. You have access to your funds, your assets on the Binance app. They are not restricting your access to your funds at all. It's as simple as that. And one more important note. Now, Binance also told their users that they can move their asset to self-custody wallet, or maybe you can transfer it to other regulated crypto exchanges. And that is what I'm going to talk about in a moment. Now, why is this a very big deal? Now, let me put this into perspective because the scale of this is very, very significant. Now, you see, we all know that Binance is the world's largest crypto exchange by trading volume. And according to reports, they have at least 300 million customers globally. And the Binance app has been downloaded more than 4 million times in the EU, which was around last year alone. Just last year alone, 4 million times the app was downloaded. And this is not a small exchange losing a small market. This is a very big exchange losing market right there. And to understand how unusual this is, you need to consider the competitive landscape because several of Binance's biggest rivals have successfully secured their own MiCA licenses and they are fully operational in the EU regions. So you have platforms like Coinbase, Kraken, OKX, Crypto.com, all of them have got their license. Now, what this means is that these exchanges now have a major competitive advantage, which means they can now serve all 27 EU member states freely, while Binance cannot serve a single one. So you see what that means now. And before MiCA, there were more than 1,200 crypto companies with some form of national registration in the EU. But as of middle of 2026, out of these 1,200, only around 210 to about 250 companies have obtained full MiCA authorization, and that's a conversion rate of less than 20%. And if you're wondering whether this is really permanent, the honest answer is it's kind of complicated because Binance says it's not leaving Europe. Their head of Europe and UK said recently that Binance is not leaving Europe. The company actually plans to apply for a MiCA license through another EU member state, which is reportedly France, and they are confident that they will secure the authorization in the coming months. So you still have the chance to actually go back to Binance or still use your Binance app once they get their license. It's as simple as that. But actually, there's a problem with France too. Now, you see, French authorities reportedly have an open investigation into Binance. And the problem there is that if Binance grants what Greece would have refused, that raises questions about the consistency in how MiCA is being applied across different member states. And if France also declines the application, this means that the temporary suspension could turn into something much longer lasting. So the bottom line is that there is no guarantee of when or whether Binance will return to the EU market. It all depends on whether they get this MiCA license. Simple as that. Now, if you're a Binance user in the EU, here's what I recommend you do right now. Now, the first step or the first thing you need to do is that don't panic, just take action. Now, you see, Binance has said your funds are not at risk of being seized or lost. Binance has made it clear that your assets remain accessible and there is no urgent deadline to withdraw your funds. But don't use that as an excuse not to do anything because the longer you wait, the more limited your options may become as these services wind down. So that's the first thing you need to do. Don't panic, just take action. Now, the second thing you need to do is to decide what to do with your crypto. Now, you essentially have two different options. Now, option A is to move your crypto to a self-custody wallet. So what does this mean? Now, what this means is that you are moving your crypto from Binance entirely into a wallet where you hold the private keys, meaning that you are not transferring it to any exchange or any company, and no regulator can ever restrict your access to your crypto assets. And this is what crypto was actually designed for. And for me, I use a Tangem wallet, this is my Tangem wallet right here. It can come in form of a ring. This is the ring here, or in form of a card. So I have the ring and I also have the card. So this is the card right here. For those of you that have not seen it, I recently made a video about it. So you can get it in form of a card or in form of a ring right here. And if you want to get it, I'll put the link in the description below. Or if you want to learn more about this Tangem ring or the Tangem card, I have a video on that. I also put the link in the description below. Or you can ask me for the link to the video in the comment section below. So that's the first option you have, and like I said earlier, only you have access to your crypto assets on this wallet. Now the second option, which is option B, is to move your crypto asset to a MiCA licensed exchange. Now let's, for example, you are the kind of person who prefers to stay on a centralized exchange, which many people do for convenience. Then you will want to move your crypto asset to one that is MiCA compliant and fully licensed to operate in the EU. Now exchanges that have secured their MiCA authorization include Coinbase, Kraken, OKX, Crypto.com, and many more like that. So that's the second step. Now the third step, or the third thing you need to do, is to watch out for scams. Now you see, whenever there is a major news or event like this in the crypto space, scammers are everywhere. So you need to be extremely cautious of fake emails that you'll be seeing that will be claiming to be from Binance, where they'll be asking you to click a link to actually secure your assets or move your assets or do this or do that. Now the second thing is to watch out for social media accounts that will be impersonating Binance support. Maybe they'll come into your DM and say, oh, they want to help you to keep your wallet safe or keep your assets safe, and all of those things. They'll pretend to be Binance support. And the third thing you need to watch out for is anyone that is offering to help you move your funds for a particular fee, or maybe even for free, because they might use that to actually scam you and get access to your crypto assets. So be very, very careful about that. And if you need any help from Binance, please always go directly to the official Binance website or the official Binance app. And don't ever share your private keys or your seed phrase or maybe your password with anyone. Be very, very careful. Now, the fourth step you need to take is to keep an eye on Binance's next steps. Now, Binance has said earlier that they will be announcing the EU member state through which they plan to reapply once the authorization process is underway. So for this, you need to keep an eye on official Binance announcements for updates. Now, let me zoom out for a second, because this Binance situation is not just about one exchange. It is a signal about where crypto regulation is going globally. Now, you see, MiCA is widely described as the world's first comprehensive regulatory framework for crypto, covering an entire common market. And this is actually a landmark piece of legislation. And what it shows is that the era of crypto exchanges operating in regulatory gray zones is actually ending, at least in the EU for now. And governments around the world are watching. And the US, for example, is also developing its own broader crypto regulatory framework right now. And the UK is also building their own too. And what MiCA has demonstrated right here is that when a regulator draws a hard line, even the world's biggest exchange is not exempt from that. Now, for the long-term crypto holders, I actually think that this is a positive news for you, because regulation creates clarity, and clarity attracts institutional money, and institutional money drives adoption. So that is it for this video. If this video has helped you understand what is going on with Binance, please like this video and please subscribe to the YouTube channel. Thank you. And if you know any EU-based Binance user who haven't heard about this news yet, please share this video with them. They actually need to watch this. And if you have any questions for me about everything I've explained or said in this video, please let me know in the comment section below. I'll be replying to your comments and answering your questions. And like I said earlier, if you need a crypto wallet that is safe for your crypto assets, click on the video right here to see the wallet I've been using for over 2 years and how you can also get it. I'll see you in that video. Bye.